Hi, hello, welcome. You know why we are here, so let's get to it. I saw a tweet from Congress that prompted me to make this video log. This has been long due, but in the midst of my preparation time, a lot of things have changed, a lot of things have happened. So I think we can go through them one by one now. So the tweet that I wanted to talk about was about the Prime Minister's hugs. So the Congress official ID tweeted this out, and they took a dig at Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the visit of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. First thing I noticed was the Congress seemed to be taking this. They seem to be thinking this is some kind of a joke. So I want to discuss on 2 or 3 points. So one of them would be where the BJP is standing right now. The second one would be what the Congress's campaign has been and what they are planning to do. And the third thing would be my interest in why I'm doing this particular video log. So I think one thing I can say for sure is I'm not going to talk about what is right and what is wrong. I'm just going to talk about what works and what doesn't. So let me make that very clear. This is not something that you can judge ethically or something like that. If you support a party, that's up to you. But I don't support any political party. I am more interested in, who's delivering the goods, or rather who's actually working with the people. And the other thing is, more than the welfare schemes and what parties do for people, it's more important to know how they are playing it politically. So because if you can't win an election, there is really nothing you can do to the people of India. So the first thing is to win an election. So that's what I'm going to discuss on today. So first things first. So if we have an election held today, right now, I'm fairly confident that the BJP will win. They might not win with the same margin that they did last time, but I'm pretty sure that at this point the BJP standing is pretty good. And this is after multiple major failures from their end. So one of the major failures is obviously demonetization. So while we can't really term it as an utter failure, it is definitely not, it has definitely not achieved what it was intended for, and black money is still doing the rounds, and the interest rates have come down, but that is hardly what was promised to the Indian people. So even if you look at failures like demonetization, the way GST was implemented and things like that, the BJP seemed to have crossed that part at this point of time. And my prediction is that by end of 2018, if the GST becomes a well-oiled system, I mean, GST has been successful in other countries. The implementation was flawed in India, so that is why people have been pretty angry over it. But by 2018 end, if we are able to iron out all the problems that every single company faced during the implementation of GST, and if GST becomes a well-oiled system in the Indian manufacturing and Indian business machinery, then the BJP have a win on their side. So that is what the Congress has to be thinking about, not just criticizing the BJP. And the other thing is, BJP has been playing its cards pretty well. And looking at the way they have been successful in elections, if they keep belting out good news till the end of 2018, and if by end of 2018, if there is some good news from the government, then I have no doubt that the BJP is going to sweep the 2019 elections. This brings me to what the Congress has been doing. So that is my point too. The Congress's campaign has been pretty lackluster, except for Gujarat. In Gujarat, they were very good with the rural areas and things like that. But apart from Gujarat, in every other place where they contested, apart from the states that they won, of course, their campaign was pretty lackluster, and a lot of it can be attributed to the leadership. That brings me to Rahul Gandhi. Now, I'm not going to make fun of Rahul Gandhi. I am going to treat him like the serious politician that he should be, because he is going to be the leader of, or he's rather going to be the prime ministerial candidate for the largest democratic party probably in the world. My question to all my Congress supporting friends is Rahul Gandhi your first and only choice for the Congress leadership? If your answer is yes, I'm fine with it. You are for Rahul Gandhi. I can accept that. I have no hard feelings. But if your answer is no, but you have just gone ahead with whatever the Congress is trying to give you, then my question is, how is that a democracy? The Indian people who voted for Narendra Modi in 2014 were the same ones who voted against L.K. Advani in 2009. In 2004, when A.B. Vajpayee was supposed to win again, he lost. So the people of India are not really stupid like you think. Most of you seem to be thinking that whoever voted for Narendra Modi are fond of Hindutva politics and that they have no interest in the nation's development or progress. That is not true. If that is the case, people would have voted for L.K. Advani. Wasn't L.K. Advani a bigger face of Hindutva than Narendra Modi? Maybe you have a counter argument for that. I respect that. But coming back to the leadership here, the BJP actually listened to the people and they brought in Narendra Modi. But as far as the Congress goes, there are so many leaders who can perform much better than Rahul Gandhi. A lot of you are sharing articles from garbage sites like Dailyo. Dailyo is not a news source. They are just a propaganda machinery for the Congress. I'm pretty sure all of you will agree on that. If they are able to build a case for Rahul Gandhi, imagine what kind of a case they can build for people like Shashi Tharoor. Why not Captain Amarinder Singh? Why not Sachin Pai? Why not Ghulam Nabi Azad? Why not Naveen Jindal even? So again, this circles back to the first point as to what is the Congress doing with its campaign. Are they going to hope that BJP shoots itself in the feet another time in the coming 2018? Because if they don't mess up with any major policies like the GST implementation or demonetization or anything like that, or if they don't do all these cow politics for the next 1 year, it's almost certain that they're going to win. A few good news like better stock market results, better job creation, more employment, more people above the poverty line. Some good news is more than enough to sway the people towards the BJP. And right now they have the wind in their sails. They are definitely going to win if we have an election now. That's what I start. They're going to win, like I said earlier in the video. So I would prompt all Congress supporters to really question whether Rahul Gandhi is going to work. And instead of asking people to like Rahul Gandhi, I think you should listen to what the people are saying and in turn bring someone that the people like rather than the other way around. So that is what I wanted to talk about the Congress. The third point I wanted to talk about is what is my interest in this. Of course, I'm biased like all of you. I have my own prejudices. I have my own preferences. That's the part I like about democracy. I can vote for whoever I want. If someone promises me less taxes, and if I want less taxes, I can vote for that person. If I'm a farmer, if someone promises to waive off farmer loans, I'll vote for that person. So as far as politics goes, we can choose which leader or rather which candidate is suitable for us. It's not the other way around. You cannot tell me to vote for someone because you think that person is right. So that is something that you'll have to think about. So coming to my interest in what this whole topic is about, I believe that countries are built on the same values. Our preferences may be different. We have a lot of differences in case of there's a huge economic divide in the country. I can agree to all of that, but still our country is built on very similar values. We are very different states who have been bound together by this idea of India. Now what I've seen is the left wing and the right wing are going at each other like it's some all-out war, and with the advent of social media, this is becoming even worse. So I think that the far right and the far left should not be calling the shots. The lowest common denominator on both sides should not win. We should work towards the moderates. The moderates are the ones who will usually determine what's right and what's wrong. I think we should work towards the similar values that we have. Maybe we have different preferences, but our values should remain the same. So that is my interest in this. I don't want the far right or the far left to win over votes and dominate India. And if BJP wins another time, I'm not sure what the Congress is going to do. If you lose the 2019 election, will you discard Rahul Gandhi then, or will you still stick with them? These are questions that I have. These are pertinent questions that have been coming in my mind. He's lost already once. And again, Rahul Gandhi is not a political newcomer. Rahul Gandhi has been around for quite a long time. He's been in politics for around 13 years now, if not more. He's a 3-time MP from Amethi. So all these blogs about how he deserves the chance and things like that, they don't add up since Rahul Gandhi has never held any ministry. He's never held a major ministry throughout the Congress rule, in spite of being one of the most powerful people in Congress. Who are we kidding? He is Sonia Gandhi's son. Obviously, he has more power than even Manmohan Singh, but he has never taken up any ministry. So, and if you're going to argue that he wanted his seniors to take over or things like that, I get that point. I do understand. But now you're telling a guy who has never held any ministry because he was being respectful to his seniors wants to hold the most powerful position in the country and nothing else. That to me does not make much sense. I'm not sure if it makes sense to you. The only thing that Rahul Gandhi is being attributed for, or rather two things for which he's being attributed for again and again by all the blogs, is his support for the women's rights bill. I give him due credit for that. He did support that. He was one of the most prominent leaders. He was opposed to the criminal lawmakers ordinance, which will prevent convicted criminals from making laws. So yeah, again, credit Rahul Gandhi for that. But of 13 years, if these are the two things that you can credit Rahul Gandhi for, that's not much to go by. So again, we will have to circle back to what we are trying to understand here. Will the Congress listen to the people of India if they lose the election another time? Or rather, are they willing to listen to the people of India right now and change their stance? So with that, again, you can ask me what is my interest in this. You can ask me why are you talking about it? Are you supporting BJP? Do you want the Congress to lose? Do you want the BJP to win? Do you want the BJP to lose? I think we need a strong opposition. I think that's a fair thing to expect from a democracy. As long as our opposition is strong, our democracy is supposed to be at least a bit more in control of the people of India. The Congress went to its worst defeat in the last election. They got 44 seats, which is their lowest since independence. To put that in perspective, the BJP has never gone to below 116 seats since 1991. So the BJP's vote bank is pretty consistent. The Congress's vote bank is swinging. So the Congress has to take this much more seriously than the BJP has to, especially given the circumstances. And again, I don't want the communists to win. I don't have any qualms in accepting that. I have nothing to be ashamed of in saying that I'm not for the communists to win power in India. I think the Congress should be either the number 1 party or the number 2 party in India. They should not go to number 3 or number 4, allowing the communists to take control. I have my reasons. I think that will be for another video blog. But honestly, no, I don't think the communists should. I don't think the communists should come to power in India. So that is my selfish interest in this post. So if you agreed with what I said, please do share it with your friends for them to understand what the people of India think. If you don't agree with me, I can understand. Please do let me know your counter argument in the comments. Thank you for listening. Jai Hind.